On the Way Together Spirited Conversations workbook contains 3 different styles of conversation. The first is an asset mapping conversation, the second is a foresightful or visionary conversation, and the third is an appreciative conversation. Each of these conversations is laid out with practical help so that participants will know how to begin and how to conduct the conversation. Just follow the guidelines, use the worksheets that are provided in the book, and you'll find you'll have a rich and wonderful conversation. An On the Way Together asset mapping conversation gives participants an opportunity to think about all the good things that they have, all the assets that they have, which when taken together contribute to the riches in Christ they as a community of Christ share. It might be buildings and property, that's the usual way we think about assets, but it's also the relationships that people in the community have with the church or the church agency. It might be alliances or partnerships. It could be ways in which institutions are working with the church to make possible the ministry the church conducts. For example, governments or city councils or shire councils might be working with the church. When we look at all these aspects of a church's life, we begin to understand the strengths and capacities, the assets that are available for the church's ministry and mission. On the Way Together Foresightful conversations are conversations that ask the participants to look ahead. Most people in these conversations will have an idea about the trends that are impacting their work, their ministry, their mission. Particularly if they're church agencies, they'll be aware of such trends. There will be changes in law, there will be changes in the way political institutions are wanting to relate to the church or its agencies. So, Foresightful conversations offer 6 rounds of conversation, each focusing on a different way in which the church agency or congregation or council can tell its story, communicate its message into a changing context, as well as find ways to make more relevant its message to the context it's in. Foresightful conversations are really about vision. On the Way Together Appreciative conversations are a great opportunity for participants to think back to all the grace that they have received from God and to find ways in 5 rounds of conversation to explore their gratitude for that grace that they've received. Appreciative conversations help us to think about what's been really important in our past. So important we want to carry it on into the future. Appreciative conversations help us to work out what it is that we really value, what's been valued for a long time, so highly valued we'd want to carry that forward. Appreciative conversations also help us to focus on what deep passions and hopes we have for the church's ministry and mission in the context where each council or agency is working, and how might we carry that forward. So appreciative conversations really are about exploring and expressing our gratitude.